What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to a really nice day in PA. Welcome back to some LB7 content. I know you guys have been waiting for it, asking for it, and yearning for it, and well, today's the day. It's been a minute since we've given Long Bed Larry the attention that he deserves because we've been so busy working on creating what is Super Duty Sam. Now, speaking of Super Duty Sam, we got to go visit him at the shop so we can take him out and put Long Bed Larry in because we got a modification we're going to be doing to the truck today. But also, we're down to the final 2 weeks for you to get your entries to win. Now, we got another first in terms of limited products. We brought thermals. I love thermals. I don't know about you guys, but if you do like them, you can grab one right now and that can be your entry potentially to take that truck home. I do caution though, time is ticking very fast. So if you want to see that truck in your driveway, you should definitely consider getting entered. You never know. It just takes one. Now, Long Bed Larry is parked in the mulch right now. I know. Just don't tell my wife. She doesn't have to know. She doesn't have to know. And that's because the trans dipstick is dripping. I can't even talk today. Dripping just a little bit because I don't think its O-ring is fully seated in its cradle, but I'm not sure. So we'll have to take a look at that today at the shop. And we're also going to be doing another mod. It happens to be red and it's going to be complementing the kind of exterior styling cues that we're going with on this truck. Love this gray. I've never wrapped a truck in my entire life other than like small little pieces here and there. And I got to tell you what, I'm really liking it. I'm actually considering maybe doing a wrap on one of my other vehicles coming up here soon, but I'm not really exactly sure yet because there are so many options. How do you pick? Honestly, love the 2020. It's just a little quiet if you catch my drift. This one though, not so much. And it sounds so good because that DURTYMAX tuner Stealth 64, oh. You know, it's kind of sad because the novelty of diesel sounds is quickly going away and it's completely out of our control. What? Not for an LB7. That sound truly never gets old. Neither does that smell. And I'll tell you what, these older trucks are just increasing in value in my personal opinion because the walls are kind of somewhat closing around us here in the diesel community, but the one thing the walls will never be able to confine are these old trucks. If you know, you know. And that's why I'm going to do my absolute best to continue to hold on to as many of them as I possibly can and build as many as I possibly can because they're not necessarily subject to specific criteria. And to me, that makes them all the more worthwhile, all the more fun, and all the more modifiable if you catch my drift. I'd say older DURTYMAXers were always a novelty, but now more than ever they are. Even more valuable in so many more ways. 10 minutes later and the gasser finally pulls away from the diesel pump so we can actually do what we need to do here, boys. Long Bed Larry has been hungry lately, I'll tell you what. That could be potentially because I'm driving this truck a lot. Because it produces extremely euphoric sounds and smells. Perks of having a 2003 LB7. And last stop on our honey-do list here before we get things started is over at our good friends at Advanced because we are lacking some stuff over at the shop that we're gonna need for today's install. I feel like I should have a room here because I'm here all of the time. What's going on, man? How are we? Good. Catch you guys in a minute. Man, every time I go in there, I just get so freaking carried away, but oh well. I don't know if this is nationwide, but they just started carrying some chemical guys stuff, and I just so happened, timely enough as it is, that I ran out of the product that they stock here, so I picked it up, and it was getting free microfibers. How was I supposed to say no to that deal? As you can see, we got some other stuff over here, so what I'll do is check my camera if it's in focus because I've been having a hard time. It's not. I shoot on the new G7X Mark III. It's a great camera, but the focus when recording is terrible. Now check this out. I stopped recording, then I started recording again, and now it's completely focused and it's locked on my face as it's supposed to be. I know 2 uploads ago when we did the amp boards on the 2020, it was really out of focus for a minute. I really apologize about that. Sometimes when you're on the go, you're constantly flipping between different subjects you're trying to film. The camera just gets super thrown off. And this one's probably the best for vlogging because it's small, compact, it turns on and off quickly. You'd think that they'd put a little bit of a better microprocessor in it just to get it to focus that much better because people are constantly on the go vlogging, but it's not. So when you're going, you kind of actually almost have to stop and then start what you're doing again just to make sure the camera's focused. Otherwise, no complaints on this thing. It's actually pretty nice. Super Duty Sam, welcome back to the vlog, you stud. You've been comfortable in here? Yeah, you look like it. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to get the boot. We gotta bring brother Long Bed Larry in because he's gonna get some TLC today. All right, gotta make sure we stay in focus. Now guys, as I shed some light on the situation, I also wanna shed a light on the fact that banners are back in stock, but not these banners. Actually blowing money banners that are the exact same size. I just kind of slipped up and forgot to bring mine over here today, which I'm kind of bummed about. And I need to go back to the house later anyway, so we're not gonna only have one, but two, but three banners. So if you wanna add one to your collection and also get entries for DDG number 5, well, this is an awesome time to do so. As you guys know, those things go fast, so if you want one, grab one while they're hot. I think we also have some key tags still available. We've got the turbo, how it works, and we've got the work to play. So if you want to grab one of those as well, totally your call. Now today, we're going to be working on Long Bed Larry. You can see the bezel in the back is not here, and some of the wrap is just kind of being a wrap. Wraps are not perfect by any means. You can get them absolutely close to perfect, but you can never actually make them perfect. You got to realize this is actually a material that goes over the paint of a truck. So things like this, you kind of just run right back over, they stick down and they're good. Plus, you would normally have a trim piece all around it, but in this instance, I don't, because these bezels break a lot. I've broken like 3 on the Mini-Max, now, well, 1 on Long Bed Larry. So we're gonna get another one there in a minute. Plus, we do have some lighting modifications that are on the way from our good friends at Recon. I'm excited about that. The red lighting doesn't really work here. I'm also thinking about maybe doing like a 5 to 7 inch exhaust tip on the back. This is a 5-inch exhaust, which is why it honestly sounds so freaking good, especially as that Stealth 64 Turbo is screaming, which I'll show you guys here shortly if you haven't seen that already. Now, the last mods, just to recap, that we did on Long Bed Larry were as follows. We did the full Nardo Gray wrap. We did the black roof. We did the updated lights from our friends at Boost Auto Parts, which are now tinted. Up front, we've got the aftermarket headlights. Nothing with the grill yet. I think I do want to do something with the grill, maybe. How's that feel for certainty? Honestly, I don't know. I like the chrome. I actually think it adds just some classy contrast to the front of this truck. Look at that color right now. It actually looks like a slate blue, but you just saw it outside and it's actually like a gray. Kind of crazy how the lighting affects how this color is relayed into your eyes. Nothing in terms of fog lights yet, trying to figure out what we want to do there. We are kind of limited with lighting options on these older trucks, as a lot of these aftermarket lighting companies really focus on kind of the late model stuff. That doesn't mean that we're not going to be able to accomplish what we want to accomplish. We did actually end up just updating the bulbs here as well, which I'll show you. As you can see, they are all a nice crisp white LED now. We'll turn the lights on, pop the hood too, just to show you guys what's going on up underneath. So that looks really nice. We've got a nice crisp white LED, which works super well, and it's super, super crisp. So much nicer. Oh my God, that really highlights how amazing you can smash bugs too, apparently. So we've got the lighting upgrades, and then here under the hood, we've got all the Whirly Custom Fab greatness. You guys can get free shipping on Whirly Custom Fab stuff with discount code Enthusiast if you'd like. Got to get up in here and clean it up a little bit. Need to add some antifreeze just because you drain the coolant system when you kind of pull everything out. But that Stealth 64 Turbo from DURTYMAX Tuner has been so much fun to interact with, to the point that, well, I think the transmission's kind of hurting a little bit on Long Bed Larry, so we're probably going to get this thing down to Diesels Unlimited to have them do like a Suncoast 750 horsepower build kit on one of those, so this thing can put down all the ponies that it's producing afterwards, because right now it kind of can't. The trans is not all that happy. But anyway, sorry guys, I just wanted to recap a little bit because I know it's been kind of a little bit of time since Long Bed Larry's been in the vlog. We have definitely missed him. I've missed him, but lately we've definitely been taking advantage of the heated seats on this thing because it is a 2LT truck. It's got all the goodies plus this awesome long bed, aka his name. And that brings us to what we're going to be doing today. Oh, guys, by the way, I got a vise now. I feel like I'm super official because I have a vise. I need a bigger work area, but we're making progress. Baby steps, right? Baby steps. Today, we are just going to be doing a small modification, which is installing this Whirly Custom Fab powder coated to match diff cover. We've got our big old fill and drain plug here. We've got all of our new hardware, and then we've got the cover itself. I do have all of the RTV, which is kind of packed right up in this area over here, which we're going to need. Gear oil gasket maker. We have that from Papa Smurf, and everything's good to go. I'm excited to get this thing on here. It's really going to bring some additional... I'm sorry. Really serious. Company to the red accents we're going to be doing on the outside of the truck. Right now, we have the spiked powder-coated red lug nuts that Whirly was kind enough to do for us custom. Now we're going to be doing the red differential cover. Should be fun, and it's going to be a good opportunity for me to take advantage of some of my new Milwaukee tools, which is always exciting. Anytime I get a chance to use this thing, I jump on it immediately. I freaking love that tool. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? Take a guess and say this one right here. Bad guess. Also a bad guess. Now we're good to go, boys. This chassis is in the best condition I've ever seen for this old of a truck. It is crazy. Let's get down here to remind myself of that from time to time. Oh yeah, lovely smell of old gear oil. Can't beat it. It stinks. I like it a lot. Looks pretty good if I do say so myself. You ever just sit down and really try and observe some of your work and watch it all materialize right before your eyes? Yeah, me too. You also ever just watch your camera not focus as it's supposed to? It's got one job. Hey guys, check this out. Looks pretty good. Whoa, oh my zoom. Go out, go out, go out, go out, go out, go out. All right guys, so it's really bright out as you can see, and the sun is starting to go down as you can also see, but we also decided to do something kind of off the vlog. It was spontaneous. I had to stop at home real quick to hang out with my dogs. Yes, it's very important that I walk them because, well, you gotta make sure the dogs live their best life. And well, our boys at Recon Lighting surprised us with some tail lights for Long Bed Larry, and check them out. They are OLEDs, already tinted, and they have the red C shape in the rear. So now we've got OLEDs in the front, OLEDs in the back, and we've got this kind of evolving red theme. I kind of like it. It really complements that somewhat destroyer look of Long Bed Larry. Now he's super dirty right now, so the wheels don't even really look black. They actually kind of look somewhat gray because they're so dirty. But let's just soak in and embrace that long bed. I love it. I love it so much. So we got the differential cover on. I think it looks absolutely stellar. I like it a lot. I like it, I like it, I like it. Looks super good, super bright, and that powder coating from Whirly looks stunning. I love the taillights because they're finally darkened to kind of complement this somewhat destroyer theme, and I've got a really, really dirty windshield. Wow, I just noticed that. Come on, I am slacking right now. What am I thinking? I have been driving this truck around a little bit, so it is somewhat dirty because it's seen rain, and unfortunately, yeah, that happens from time to time, but oh my God, I love it so much. We are still waiting on the complimentary third brake light from Recon. That should be coming in here shortly, but I'm super happy I ended up picking up that differential cover because it's something different. Now, mind you, that is a frost color, so it's kind of like a somewhat flat finish versus that of like a gloss finish, and personally loving it. And then on the front end here, you guys can see we got those C-shaped headlights. Never ever was a fan of those lights on any other vehicle except for this one. Now I'm biased, but I also think that they look very clean versus seeing them on some other vehicles where they don't look so clean, or versus seeing them on some other vehicles that honestly just don't work well at all. I think this is the one exception. Oh, we got them jams. Oh yeah, feeling funky. And also, as we leave, I'm just checking out that Denali. 2020, we're gonna get one of those. Mark my words right now. I need that color in my life. I love it so much. We got a bridge here, boys. God, that is so satisfying. Don't want to push it too hard because the transmission is just begging for mercy right now, but not for long, not for long. Ugh. Gotta love this thing. These new DURTYMAXs are fun. These new trucks are fun. The new Cummins, all of them are awesome. But I'll tell you what, there's nothing that's ever gonna replace that old school diesel. It's like they have so much nostalgia, and they're just novelty items, especially in the modern day and age where, you know, things are kind of starting to crack down, if you will. Now, I didn't get my banner up in the shop, but we do have the banner here hanging in the garage. I feel like it's a pretty accurate representation of all that we do. And a little driveway update. We've got the Denali sitting here fresh. Might have something in store for new wheels and tires at some point in time. That's about all the details that I have at the moment. Few more details to follow here, hopefully within the next maybe week or two, but need to figure some things out there. Speaking of the wife's Jeep, just picked up LED fog lights that we're gonna be putting in that thing here shortly, and then we will be completely updated in terms of lighting there. I'm also working on a specific potential project slash surprise slash something that might happen here that would be a big something for the Jeep, maybe in the next like month or two. That's about all I can tell you there too. So yeah, should be exciting. Also, just found a new project that would involve that might be coming to the channel. So there's a lot of stuff in the air right now. It's all kind of suspended and just waiting there, pretty much ready to go into kind of like a rampant free fall. Maybe soon, maybe soon. So that's where I'm gonna end this video because I gotta go figure out some more details. That said, grab your entries for Super Duty. Try that again.
Welcome to How Many Takes Does It Take Me to Get This Right? Starring your host,
DURTYMAX Jack.
With that being said, grab your entries for Super Duty Sam if you want to have power. With that being said, grab your entries for Super Duty Sam. I can't even talk. With that being said, grab your entries for the Power Stroke if you haven't already. We've got less than 2 weeks. It's actually about 12 days before that sweepstakes is over. And I'm excited to find out who the winner is. It could be you. My likely goal of you guys do your best. Tap that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next upload.
Dream to a million, but we don't chase cream, so we feed it to the children. Paint new faces on the canvas as I write classic poems like Sanskrit.